Hi everybody, I'm Jack and this is Raw Tropical Living. Welcome to another show today. Happy to have you with me. This is my weekend here. This is about 9:30 on Saturday morning. It's been a busy week with work, so my weekends are the time where I can get outside, get out under the rancho, and enjoy life and talk about this raw food lifestyle, this vegan lifestyle, this healthy lifestyle. And try to relate to people no matter where you are along your journey. Anyhow, as you can see by the title of this video today, Too Much Too Soon on Raw Vegan Lifestyle. This has been on my mind for some time now because I really, I want to help as many people as possible. So I try to wrap my mind around some of the problems and the issues out there, how they relate to me, and if they don't relate to me, at least how I can empathize and understand them. Now, even on some of the YouTube channels, people that have YouTube channels, and I love their openness and whatever, but they talk about their struggles. They've been trying to do the raw vegan lifestyle or being high raw, low fat, high carb, whatever. They've been trying to do it for a long time. And I read a lot on, in the social media and forums and whatever of other people struggling. And I think, just like the title says, I think a lot of people are not having success because they tried too much too soon. And they haven't gone through the process and they haven't put the time into it. Because, and I can only relate to me, and this isn't because, and I say this over and over and over again. I don't consider myself anything special whatsoever. I feel like I'm just the average Joe that's done this, and I feel like I've been successful so far, although it's always a work in process, and I'm always learning more, and I'm always tweaking and adapting my diet thought. But it's really just been so easy for me. I want to understand why it's not like that. Okay, take away stuff like, yes, let's get the regional stuff out of there. You can't find the same foods all the time. Okay, I understand that. But let's say most people, even, like I said, I was just recently in Alabama, and I could do it there. I could do it there. It wouldn't be as fun as doing it here. I don't have the fruits that I do, but I could do it there. Anyhow, that's not the point. The point is I think the reason a lot of people are not having success with this is they want to jump steps. It's like in anything, when you're a beginner at something, whether it's working out, running, physical, learning something, taking classes, you have to start with the basic and work your way up. And with the body, you have to detox. There's a very rare few people that can go from a standard American diet and go pretty much fully raw vegan overnight like that. I know all I know is from my experience. And as I've mentioned before, I did a long transition without knowing it. I mean, at the time I was transitioning, I didn't know anything about raw, the vegan lifestyle, the raw vegan thing, but I was already transitioning and just didn't know it yet. And I was preparing for when I was going to hear about the raw vegan thing. So I did a long, slow transition. And I think that's what a lot of people are missing out on. They're not, they get gung-ho, they get excited, everybody wants something, like these cleanses and these juice feast and fast. I think they have a great place. I'm not against them. I know some people are very against them, but I am against them as a gimmick. If you're going from a standard American diet, you've been eating processed foods, you've been eating dairy, you've been eating meat, and this is just me. I can't explain it with any kind of scientific background. You have no business jumping in and doing a long juice fast to purge the body. You're not ready for that, in my opinion. You're going to have a better chance of long-term success if you gradually eliminate these things from your body and gradually take in more and more good stuff. The transition is key, people. The transition is key, and I believe this because like when you see somebody that's been attempting the raw vegan lifestyle for a year or more, and then they talk about their fallback was cookies or going back to totally bad food. Now, this isn't any judgment here. This is just saying that might be an indicator that you need to pull back a little bit and you need to go through the process a little bit more, because once I did get to the point of being raw vegan, like that was totally out of my realm of thought. Did I eat perfectly? No, I ate a lot of things. I'm sure, looking back, like, wow, I didn't know what I was doing. I ate, and, at times I made worse, poor food choices, like when I fell. But I never, like, once I went raw vegan, I never went back to, like, eating pizzas, cookies, cakes, ice cream. In fact, basically, the day I went vegan, I never had an animal product again, knowingly. Actually, I did have honey a few times. Since then, I've given up honey just because. I don't know why. There's no real big deal, just except some of my vegan friends do, and I don't care that much for honey anyway. So I'll be a full vegan. But anyway, I had given up so much stuff already when I found out about the raw vegan lifestyle. I was ready. The only thing I wasn't ready for was I wasn't educated and I didn't eat enough. But as soon as I went, I never even remotely thought about eating some of the things I hear people dealing with again. Once again, doesn't make me somebody special. I guess the one reason, if I had always been lean, or if I've always had an easy time losing weight, I could relate a little bit more. But I struggled like everybody else. When I would go on diets, or when I would have to start changing my health eating habits again to drop some weight, it was tough. It was like everybody else goes through. You're trying to, okay, all you're thinking about is, when is it time to eat again? When can I eat again? Restricting your food. And it was a struggle, just like with everybody else. And you had ups and downs, and you fell. When I found the raw food diet, and I was ready for it when I found it, I was lucky. I didn't have to think about the transition. I was ready for it. I had transitioned. But when I found that, boom, immediately. People talk about metabolic damage, this and that, and even though I was eating 2 less calories, on a raw food diet, my weight just dropped. Boom, 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 boom. In fact, I still to this day have to make sure I keep my calories and my food up, or I'll catch myself, because I don't have a scale. Every 3 months I go to the States and I will catch myself, oh God, well, you've lost some weight, you've dropped again. So I have to eat. Anyhow, this is just going to be short, and I'm going to wrap this up because I don't need to belabor the point, but the central message I do want to leave with you is we want to be successful long term. Everybody has become accustomed to having instant gratification. Do the work. I beg you. I talk to people personally all the time, and they want to get there, especially if they're considerably overweight, or even if they're just a good bit overweight. It's like you want it fast. You want it now. But steady wins the race. If you just chug away, throw the scale away and just be healthy. Start eating a lot of good, healthy food. If you haven't transitioned yet, take your time. Do a proper transition. Slowly let go of some of the things that you've formerly eaten. Slowly weed out the things you're addicted to. Replace them with good things. And when you're ready, make that jump. I'm fully raw. I'm pretty much fully raw. Every month or so, I may eat one cooked food, or there may be some nuts, and they're cooked. So I'm not concerned with the label of being fully raw. I'm just describing my diet more or less, that I am pretty much fully raw. A little bit of cooked stuff gets in there. But don't worry about the raw too quickly. Eat that cooked food as long as you need to. Now, don't use it as a crutch. When you're ready to go raw, let it go, if that's what you want to do. And I'm going to discuss some issues about that in another video. I'm not for or against cooked food, just some of the cooked food that a lot of people eat now that I'm pretty much fully raw doesn't really sit well with me. It doesn't make me sick, it just didn't do me well. But if you are in the transition, use that. Raw Till 4 is a great program, Raw Till Dinner, whatever. If you need to eat that at night, but do the work, people. It's not a gimmick. And if you will follow the steps, if you will transition, if you will slowly detoxify your body. Now, there's a few people out here. There's going to be exceptions. There are exceptional people out there that are going to be able to jump in, weather the detox, which can be extreme, and still be successful. But in the end, my advice to you is eat healthy, take your time, educate yourself, and plan for the long haul. And don't worry about, don't worry, do the best you can, but don't worry about, I'm going to lose 50 pounds in the next 2 months to get into a bathing suit or whatever. Anyhow, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, and I'd appreciate it if you'd subscribe to the channel, and everybody get out and enjoy this gorgeous weekend, or if whenever this video airs, just get out and enjoy outside every day. Have a great one, everybody. Peace.